Hello, folks, and welcome. It's Saturday. I'm going to be streaming today again, so check that out. But first, I'm going to review two things for you. First is the Sigelei 150W with Temp Control, and the other is 4 liquids from Patriot Vapor. So we're going to do the Sigelei real quick. I'm going to go into this kind of assuming that you know a little bit about the Sigelei 150 without Temp Control. So you can tell right off the bat it looks different. It's not just a straight box anymore. It's got this little raised up piece, which makes it so it doesn't look quite as good with my 26650 Addies. Probably not a big deal for you. Most people are using 18650 stuff, but it doesn't bother me. The outside is this rubberized coating, and it's some kind of metal on the inside. I don't know what it is. It's not aluminum. It's definitely got some weight to it, but it's metal on the inside with a rubberized coating. You got your 2 magnets right there. You got your 2 magnets there. You see this one conveniently says sample on it. And the door just kind of, these two things slide into the slots and the magnets kind of keep it in place. So it's in there pretty good. It does move a little bit if you try to move it, but as long as you're holding it normally, nothing I've done, moving settings, hitting buttons causes that door to move, unless I actually go and try to move the door. So the screen is actually a little bit better. Let me try to hold this up and focus it for you. All right, so you can see right off the bat that the resistance is now read to 2 decimal points, so that's really nice. Your wattage control on the 150, when you were above 50 watts, it would adjust in 1 watt increments, and when you were below 50 watts, it would adjust in 0.1 watt increments. It will adjust in 0.1 no matter where you are. See, so we're above 60 watts, and it's still adjusting in 0.1 watt increments. You have a little bit more control, I guess. It does scroll kind of fast. It's hard to get it right on, so there we go. There's that. You still have your battery life, still have your voltage readout and all that. Now, I'm not going to do the dry burn cotton test for you because I don't have my specific atomizer. I just put a nickel coil in an RDA, and I put cotton through it and do the dry burn test. And as long as it doesn't burn at 400 degrees, I'm pretty satisfied with it, and it works. It does not burn at 400 degrees. It doesn't even get discolored until almost 500 degrees, and then it gets a little bit singed at the maximum. So the temperature control does work. It's very nice. I will show you a tank. You won't actually be able to see the cotton burning or not, but I'll show you that it works, that it vapes. This is a VCT Pro with a TCT coil in it, so it is a nickel coil. Let's see if I can show you how to switch to temp control mode. So on the original 150, 5 clicks would turn the device on and off. In this case, 5 clicks will bring you to the menu, and I don't know if it's an SX board or if it's just kind of Sigelei's version of the SX board, but it looks very similar. So I'm going to try to do this reversed on camera so I can't see the screen. But all right, 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you get system on. Now this is kind of misleading. Now these buttons, either left or right, will select that menu. So if I hit one of these, it's going to turn the mod off. It's actually the fire button that's going to cycle you through all these different options. So you have system, mode, and exit, which means you just get out of the menu. So we're just going to go to mode. I'm going to change it to Joule, so it is a Joule mode system. Click that, and now you'll get some more options. You can choose between Fahrenheit or Celsius. I'm going to do Fahrenheit. Temp is going to be 450 degrees. And then you just get out of it. And now you're in temp mode. It also does the thing where if you press both these buttons, the plus and the minus, it'll lock your resistance or reset your resistance to where it's supposed to be. So now it should be good to fire. So I'll hold it down for a few seconds so you can see what happens on the screen. So it does change your voltage. I don't think that's entirely accurate, your voltage. It does look like it's moving, but it seems to me it should be moving a little bit less than that. In any case, let's vape it. Now, I'm not exactly sure how Joule mode works, how joules fit into it. I know that Joule is a unit of energy. It's the amount of energy it takes to heat up 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius, or something like that. So I don't really know how it fits into here. I just keep it all the way up. I figure the temperature should be limiting anyway. It doesn't really matter how much power I put through. I'm guessing that's more like heat up time. Hello, kitty. I'm guessing that's more like heat up time, and it does heat up really, really fast. So I actually use this tank at about 500 degrees normally to get the heat that I'm kind of looking for, but 450 seems a little bit more consistent, so I'm just going to keep it there. And once you're in temp mode, you don't have a wattage control anymore. Focus again. It's going to adjust the joules. All you really need to know about joules, all I really know about joules. Why is it not doing it? There we go. So it'll adjust in 0.1 joule increments, and it goes all the way up to 100. So the IPv4 and stuff like that will go up to 50. This goes up to 100. And it still shows your temperature, your voltage, and your resistance. Focus back. And it's a good vape. It really, really is. Generally, I don't do temperature control. I usually drip, and I don't like building drippers with nickel wire. So, because I either have to use really, really thin wire, or it's really hard to get the resistance I need. So real quick, let me go back to watt mode, power mode, whatever they want to call it. Back at 60 watts. Let's put the dripper back in here. So the button is a little bit smaller than the Sigelei 150. The firing button's a little bit smaller. Not really that big of a deal. It feels comfortable in your hand. For me personally, I don't like having one end being a box and the other side being rounded, like the IPv4. It's kind of that shape. It actually reminds me a lot of holding an IPv4. And it just never feels like I have a good grip on the mod. It feels kind of weird to me. It actually feels more comfortable for me to hold it like this, but I have this thing where I don't like the atomizer being on the side that's closer to me, like that. I want it to be on the other side. Even if the button's over here, that's how I hold it. So it's not uncomfortable. It's something I'm always conscious of. It doesn't feel like I have a grip. I do. It just doesn't feel like it. It's weird. But I really like it. I would say overall, I like the look of this one a lot better than the standard box mod. I just, the 150, I just wish they would have had this in reverse or something so that it would have been more comfortable for me, but that's just a personal thing. One issue I did have, the magnets came out. This bottom magnet actually came out and stuck to this one. So I was kind of pissed off at first, but it's not the end of the world. Two things you can do. You can either glue it back in like I did. I took the magnet off and just hot glued it back in there. Or you can just leave the magnet stuck here. And it's going to be a little bit harder to get the door on, but it's going to serve the same purpose. You're going to put the door on, the magnet's going to fit into the groove that it's supposed to, and it's going to keep everything secure. So it still works like it's supposed to. You just have to worry about losing the magnet. Now, this is still a sample, so I have contacted Sigelei and just made them aware of the issue, so hopefully they will fix it before the final version comes out. But that's the only issue I had. Everything else is fine. It fires every time. No screen errors or anything like that. The temperature control works. It will not burn dry cotton, so it does work. And it's just another solid mod. I really like the Sigeleis. I mean, Sigelei used to have a lot of mechanical mods, and they used to just have a lot of stuff in general, but a lot of it was crap. And ever since they started making box mods, they've really turned it around. I keep forgetting to mention this because it's kind of coming standard on mods now, but it is a spring-loaded 510 copper positive pin. So everything will fit flush on here, and it does come with a silicone sleeve, which I actually prefer, and I'll show you why. This one goes on the opposite way. You stick your mod in through the bottom. Come on now. I kind of wish it was black instead of this weird translucent color, but what that does for me is it adds probably about 2 millimeters to, the edge of the mod, which is just about enough to make it look like that the atomizer's lined up a little bit better. Right, so it doesn't quite look like it's sticking out as much anymore. So that's really the only reason I use the silicone sleeve. And that's it. It's a Sigelei 150 watt with temp control. The temp control works very, very well. It works just fine in wattage mode too. Goes up to 150 watts. Max voltage is still 7.5 volts. So you won't be able to throw like a 2 ohm coil and get 150 watts. Don't know why you'd want to, but you can't really. It's only going to go up to 7.5 volts. I also get more battery life on this. Generally on the other Sigelei 150, the original one, my batteries would die and I'd get that thing where it would hit for 2 seconds then cut off when the percentage said about 38%. This one I've been getting down to almost 30% before it does that, and it does last longer. I probably swap batteries once a day with this, where I would swap batteries with the Sigelei twice a day. Now that doesn't mean it has twice the battery life. It's just that, you know, with the original Sigelei 150, I changed batteries after 4 to 6 hours, change batteries again after 4 to 6 hours, and I'd go to bed with it still having, you know, 50 to 90% battery life. This one I can use for probably 7 hours, and then change batteries, and then I don't charge it before I go to bed. So I would say probably about 25% more battery life, and that's just from experience. I don't have numbers to back that up or anything, but in my experience, it has longer battery life. So I really, really like it. Just the things I don't like are just personal issues because of the atomizer I use, and it's not really a fault of the mod. I mean, other than the magnet coming out, I don't really see anything that you wouldn't like about it. So I really like it, and I'm going to continue to use it. So now let's get to the juice. We're going to be talking about Patriot Vapor. So this is a new juice company. They sent me this sample thing for review. They have 4 flavors right now. Came in a little party box. So their flavors, the one I've been vaping on is 1776. I'm going to keep this in close zoom and let myself be blurry while I show you this. 1776 right here. It's a sweet strawberry cream. So you got your ingredients. You got your Prop 65 warning. Their website, which I'll show you in a minute. Nick strength. And yeah, that's it. It's red, white, and blue. So it's a clear glass bottle. It's got a dripper top. It's child-proof. The other flavors, you got Mount Rushmore. And this is a combo of 2 fruity cereals. So it's definitely some kind of Fruit Loops and something else. Revere's Ride. I haven't tried this one yet. This is pineapple blended with peach yogurt. And then last but not least, I have Bald Eagle. And this is a cinnamon Teddy Graham. I actually really like this one. This one reminds me of Cuttwood. It reminds me of Sugar Bear. I actually like it better than Sugar Bear though, because all of the Patriot Vapor liquids are 75% VG. And as far as I know, Cuttwood is 50-50. So since I drip, I like using this a little bit better. Yeah, Bald Eagle's really good. And what was the other one? 1776 is really good. So let me drip them a little bit, and I'll kind of give you my impressions as I go. So I have tried Bald Eagle, and I have tried 1776. Haven't tried the I tried the cereal. We'll get to it, whatever. One of them I haven't tried. Yes, there's going to be a little bit of flavor overlap, but I've been doing this long enough. This is just a 24 gauge dual microcoil, 0.42 ohms, 60 watts. So not too warm. Just want to get an accurate flavor out of it. Really, really smooth. Very light throat hit, which I like. Huh. All right, so for this one, I kind of get a little bit of a fruity sweetness on the inhale and then a creamy strawberry on the exhale. And it's really smooth. I really like it. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's a strawberry cream, but it's really good. I would vape that all day. I really would. Cat, you just pick a spot, please. Pick a spot. That one was a dry hit. Yeah. Okay, so that was 1776. That's a sweet strawberry cream, and that is a pretty accurate representation. It's not too sweet. It's not harsh. It doesn't have a weird artificial strawberry flavor. It's very subtle and smooth. I would say, like, I really like custards, and I really like this. I generally don't do fruits, but this is a good one. So definitely try that one. I'd recommend. I'm gonna save the cinnamon till last because I've tried it, and also because everything's gonna taste like cinnamon after that. So let's go to Revere's Ride. This is pineapple blended with peach yogurt. Again, I'm not a fruity person, so I'm gonna try to tell you A, the juice quality, and B, what I think personally. Don't take what I think personally as whether the juice is good or bad. I just don't do fruit flavors. But I vaped enough of them, I can tell a good fruit flavor from a really harsh fruit flavor. So, yeah. Just drip a little bit. We'll try not to get a dry hit on it this time. All right. Revere's Ride. Pineapple with peach yogurt. Not bad. The reason I don't generally do fruit flavors is because they're kind of harsh to drip, and a lot of them end up tasting the same. Definitely not harsh on the inhale. I just kind of brushed my teeth a while ago, so I'm not getting a whole lot of inhale on any of them. So it's definitely a little bit sweet on the inhale, and on the exhale, it is pineapple and peach. Like, I can't decide what it tastes like. When I think about peach, it tastes like peach. When I think about pineapple, it tastes like pineapple. The yogurt I don't really get. I don't know what yogurt's really supposed to taste like in a vape. So I would say it's a good blend of pineapple and peach. It's not overpowering at all. It's good. Personally, I would not vape it just because I would get tired of the fruit flavor. But I think it's a good fruit flavor. Truth be told, it vapes well. Kitty, you know I'm in the middle of stuff. Please don't. Say hello. Yeah, not bad. Definitely not bad for a fruit. I'm sure a lot of people will greatly enjoy this. Just not an all-day vape for me personally. I'm just going to get the rest of that flavor out before I re-drip something else. And it's starting to get there. All right, so next is going to be Mount Rushmore, a combo of 2 fruity cereals. This one I have tried. I know it's got some Fruit Loops in there because I can taste the lemon. These are all at 3 milligrams, by the way, so the low milligrams should taste similar. I don't vape high milligrams, so if you want to do that, I'm not really sure what it's going to do for you. 2 fruity cereals. Let's go. Yep, I definitely get the lemon, and I definitely get the cereal. That's pretty much it. I've tried a lot of Fruit Loops flavors because I really like Fruit Loops as a kid. And really all I taste is lemon, which is why I don't normally do those cereal flavors, is because it just tastes like lemon with that kind of, I don't know, corn, that cereal taste. It's not bad. It does taste like a Fruit Loop flavor. It's just that once I detected lemon, that's all I could taste. It just tastes like lemon. So very accurate. I mean, it tastes like Fruit Loops. And cereal. I don't know what the other one is. Maybe Fruity Pebbles? It's definitely 2 fruity cereals. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's accurate. It's not too harsh. This probably has the most throat hit along with Bald Eagle because of the cinnamon, but it's not harsh. I mean, I could drip this all day based on vapor production and throat hit. The flavor, I couldn't do all day. If you like Fruit Loops and cereal flavors and fruit flavors, definitely, it is accurate. It actually kind of reminds me of Charlie Noble Treasure Island 2. And 75% VG. I mean, I generally vape max VG. I'll go as low as 70% VG. Anything more than that, and I can taste the PG. I can taste that bitterness. I'm not getting any of that with any of these flavors. So I would say it's a dripping liquid that will also work in a tank. I mean, I think it's thin enough that you can use it in something like a K-Fun, no problem. It definitely works in sub tanks. I got the Triton right here with a pre-made coil. It's not a rebuild coil. Keeps up just fine. And that's a 60 watts with a 0.4 ohm. Yeah, the lemon kind of subsides. So not as lemony as it was at first. And I was starting to get a little dry. So yeah, it's a good cereal flavor. I definitely can see where the flavor description is accurate. It is a combination of two fruity cereals, definitely Fruit Loops, probably Fruity Pebbles or something similar. Good throat hit, which is not, that means not strong for me. Not a strong throat hit, good vapor production, good flavor. Again, I don't do fruity flavors all day. It's just, I get tired of them too fast. So for me, it wouldn't be an all day vape. But I'm repeating myself. You gotta stop doing that. In general, like I said, it's a good liquid. So last but definitely not least is the Bald Eagle, and this is a cinnamon 10 gram. I already know what this tastes like. It tastes like Sugar Bear. So if you like Sugar Bear, you'll love this. But I'm going to drip it anyway. Just to keep everything fair. It's Sugar Bear. Now, I did talk to them. They said there is no diacetyl in this liquid whatsoever. So they're definitely not copying Sugar Bear. But it is it's very reminiscent. And this would be an all-day vape for me. I really like cinnamons and custards and dessert flavors and stuff. So it does taste like a cinnamon 10 gram. It's pretty accurate. And it doesn't have... It has the strongest throat hit out of all of them, but I can deal with it. It's not harsh. There's throat hit, but it's not harsh, if that makes sense. Pardon me. All right. This one probably has the strongest inhale. I taste it the most on the inhale compared to the other ones. For this liquid, it's a little bit on the inhale and most of the flavor on the exhale. Maybe it's just the way I position my tongue and all that when I vape, but most of everything I taste on the exhale. Really, I just get kind of a sweetness or like an essence of what the liquid tastes like on the inhale, and I really taste it on the exhale. So that's probably just me. But it's cinnamon 10 gram. It tastes a lot like Sugar Bear, but I like it better because it's 75% VG, so it's a little bit of a thicker liquid, and for me, it's better to drip. And I can chain vape it. Usually with cinnamon flavors, what ends up happening is when I chain vape, the throat hit gets increasingly harsher. And it does do that here. But here, I guess we'll just test it. We'll see how many times I have to hit this thing before I can really feel the harshness. Because that was 3 and that was fine. So let's flood it a little bit. All right, so it plateaus. So I think I could chain vape that until it's dry. The throat hit steadily increases for the first 3 to 5 hits, and then it kind of levels out. It's going to have a lot to do on what you're vaping, how hot you're vaping it as well. It's good. It's a smooth cinnamon. It's not a hot cinnamon. It's not a sweet cinnamon. It's I don't know how to describe it because there's distinct cinnamons out there. It's not like a hot candy cinnamon, and it's not like that brown sugar cinnamon. It's the cinnamon I like. So yeah, if you ever had sugar bear, you're gonna have a pretty good idea of what this tastes like. So let me show you their website real quick. Let me just get coordinated. And I'll tell you where you can get it. What was it? PatriotEliquid.com? Yeah. No? Oh, PatriotLiquid.com. That's what it is. Wow. I couldn't hear that because my headset was turned off. So let's refresh. I saw the sound levels though. So that's cool. That's the first thing you see when you go to the website. You're over the age of 18. Yes. So these guys are also giving away $1 for every bottle sold to the Wounded Warrior Project. It should be on here somewhere. Alright, so you got a cool little video there. I'm not going to read to you. You can check it out and read if you want to get more information about them. They are EMSA certified. You go to EMSA.org to figure out more what that means. Basically, it's supposed to... it's an organization that puts e-liquid manufacturing standards in place. Give you a little bit of peace of mind that it's not made in a bathtub or anything like that. It's made in Mooresville, which is where I work as well. Yeah, so those are their 4 flavors. Bald Eagle. Let's just click on it. You got Bald Eagle, Cinnamon Tennygram, Mount Rushmore, Revere's Ride, 1776. So let's see. You hit buy now. Where does it take you? It takes you to MadVapes. Full disclosure, I do work for MadVapes. This is not one of our liquids, though. This is... kind of one of our partners, I guess. I don't really know the whole details because I'm not an e-liquid over there, but they're selling it through MadVapes in a bunch of stores and a few other vendors, so it's not exclusive to MadVapes. What's the price here? $20. So 30 mils, $20. Pretty standard for a premium e-liquid. Is it worthy of the $20 price tag? I believe so. I think it is. So 0, 3, 6, 11, and 18 is the options. What happens when you click on history? Well, it gives you a story about how they came up with the idea for the flavor, I guess. So that's their website. They do wholesale. You can contact them there if you want to do wholesale, if you got any questions about it, blah, blah, blah. Huh. So it's not saying it on the website anywhere, I don't believe, but they are giving $1 for every bottle sold to the Wounded Warrior Project. So let's just look that up. Raise awareness and enlist the public's aid for the needs of injured service members. Help injured service members aid and assist each other, provide unique direct programs and services to meet the needs of service members. So yeah, it's a good cause. If I can get specifics on they do. I guess in general they're just collecting money to help out servicemen that have been injured. So it's a good cause. They had a video somewhere. So yeah, check it out. There will be a link to the Wounded Warrior Project, to Patriot Vapor, and where you can buy it on the screen and in the description. So there's that. That's it. That is my review for today. You had the Sigelei 150W with Temp Control. It's a 150W box mod, maximum of 7.5 volts. Fires down to 0.1. Fires a little bit lower than that for temp control. The temperature control does work. And it's a solid box mod. Hopefully it won't have that magnet issue by the time they go final. Excuse me, with the final version. And then we had Patriot Liquid. You had Bald Eagle, which was very much like Sugar Bear. It's a very awesome cinnamon Teddy Graham flavor. You have Mount Rushmore, which is a combo of 2 fruity cereals. Again, another very good flavor. Reminds me of Fruity Pebbles. Not an all-day vape for me, just because I don't really do fruity flavors, and I can taste the lemon. Pineapple blended with peach yogurt. Don't really get the yogurt out of this, but it's definitely pineapple and peach in a pretty good balance. Not harsh. For any of these, they're not harsh. They're very, very smooth, and really good flavor. Just, I don't really get the yogurt, and it wouldn't be an all-day vape for me because fruit. And 1776 probably would be an all-day vape for me. This is the one I vape the most of, actually, and I don't really do fruit, but I still really like this one. Really, really smooth and creamy and sweet, and it's really good. So, the scores. What would I give them? I don't really give 10 out of 10s, so just be aware of that. A 10 out of 10 is a liquid like that I would never get tired of. If it was the only liquid I ever had for the rest of my life, then I'd be happy. So pretty much nothing's ever going to get a 10 out of 10 because nothing's perfect. So Bald Eagle will get a 9 out of 10. It's one of my favorite liquids for as far as cinnamon flavors go. So that's a good one. The Revere's Ride, as a whole, I would give it an 8 out of 10. For me personally, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. So it's a great liquid. It's just not something I personally would vape all day. If you really like peach or you like pineapple, give it a shot. It's pretty good. 2 fruity cereals. This one as a whole, I would give, again, an 8 out of 10. For me, I would give it a 6 out of 10. And that's just because lemon. I can only taste lemon when they say cereal. When they say cereal or Fruit Loops, it just tastes like lemon to me. So that's probably a mental failure on my part. Overall, an 8 out of 10, though, for this one. It is a quality liquid. Last but not least, 1776, the Sweet Strawberry Cream. This one, I would give a 9 out of 10 across the board. So really solid liquid line. They are planning on coming out with more flavors and revamping flavors and, you know, adding on in the future. So keep an eye out for Patriot Vapor. It's $20 for a 30 mil in any nicotine strength. So pretty standard fare for a premium liquid. I do think it deserves it. I mean, I can't afford to vape $20 bottles of liquid all day, every day. But every now and then, sure, I would definitely go back to Patriot Vapor and pick this up when the funds allow. And also, they're donating $1 for every bottle sold to the Wounded Warrior Project, so go support your troops. Make sure I got this. All right, 60 watts. It has liquid in it. This was the Sugar Bear. We'll close with a vape. You can pick all this liquid up from MadVapes. Their website does direct you to MadVape, so that's probably the main way they want you to get it. You can find it locally. I think they had told me that there's going to be a store locator eventually. So if you go to their website and you want to buy the liquid locally, it'll tell you what shops carry it. I know a bunch of MadVape stores are, and a bunch of stores around the Charlotte area in North Carolina are carrying it too. So check it out. It's good. It's a good premium line. So now the plugging. Please watch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/MadVaper. I will be streaming today. I generally stream 5 days a week. Video games, PC games mostly. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday are my main streaming days. So check in then. Generally in the evenings. It's a lot of fun. You're already on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Please like and comment and let me know what you think about the videos in general, this video specifically, whatever you feel like you need to voice your opinion about, let me know. I will respond for sure. You can also find me on Twitter at MadVGaming, and what's the other one? Facebook, MadVaper Gaming. Please go like me there. That's where you'll get most of the updates when it comes to what I'm doing that day, what games I'm going to be playing. I take suggestions for games and all that stuff. So all those links are in the description for your convenience. So that's it. You're watching MadVaper Gaming, and I am a MadVaper.